Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to another episode of Formula 1 2021 My Team Career. This time for the Russian Grand Prix. Before we get to it, head down below, like and subscribe. It does help out a lot. And let's get right into it. So here I am out for my flying lap at the Sochi Autodrome over here in Russia. Of course, the site where the Winter Olympics were held. I'm pretty sure when was it, 2014, 2016, who knows. But here we are, back again. I'm pretty sure we had a decent race here last season, but it's been so long that I can't really remember. Not really a fan of this track. I don't dislike it, it's okay, but it's definitely not good. Probably the worst thing about this is the elevation. Of course, it's basically, I'm pretty sure the elevation difference of this track is about 2 meters, 1.9 meters or something like that, so it's quite boring because stuff at Spa and Monza even, slightly, but Spa and other tracks like that, I can't really think of anything. Monaco, off the top of my head, Baku, those are interesting because of the elevation and the corners. This is just, well, they just built this here because they just had some empty space and they wanted the Grand Prix in Russia. Not the best of tracks, but I don't dislike it. It's okay to race on. Not really the best of races, but of course this, well, last season now, brilliant race over here in the rain. Of course, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris fighting out for the win, and of course Lando not pitting in for the full wet. I'm pretty sure it was for the intermediates, I can't really remember. And of course falling down to what I think it was like P8 or P9 as we crossed the line, 3.5 tenths up, but only P16, so not really the best. We are improving the car, but just not fast enough. Bottas takes a pole from Hamilton and Norris in P3. Can Norris actually win in this and kind of make up for not winning in real life? I'm not really sure. Let's get right into it.
Welcome along then to Sochi and the Russian Grand Prix, one of 8 cities in the world to play host to both the Olympics and a Formula 1 race. It's a Grand Prix that's proven difficult to crack for anyone beyond the first 2 rows of the grid in recent years, so let's see if that can change today. It's full throttle for around 56% of the lap here at the Sochi Autodrome, a 3.6-mile run around the site of the 2014 Winter Olympics. 12 right turns and 6 left turns give us a total count of 18, with passing opportunities available into turns 1 and 13. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Ricciardo, Perez, Sainz, Giovinazzi and Esteban Ocon, Tsunoda, Gasly, Sebastian Vettel and Russell, Stroll, Red, Nicholas Latifi and Mick Schumacher, Lundgaard, Joe, Delatraz and Nikita Mazepin. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So here I am lined up in P16 in the red sprint racing car. Brilliant livery. I'm going to change it for next season, but for now it's lights out and away we go. We get a good start, but the drag on our car means that we actually aren't fast enough in the straight line, as a bit of front wing comes off over there from someone, not really sure who, as we dive down the inside. This is just the main way I can gain positions right now without waiting for further upgrades to the car, because we are just not fast enough to actually attack people, as Lance Stroll is out of the race, tangling with his teammate Sebastian Vettel right into, well, even before, well, I'm pretty sure that's turn 2, not turn 1, but yes, taken out straight away. Virtual safety car changes to a full-on safety car as we get ready to prepare to resume racing, as it says over there, on lap 3. Of course, it's going to turn lap 4 just over here as we turn across the line over here. P11 behind Sainz in the Ferrari 4 times. As you can see, the drag not really being able to catch up to the Ferrari one over here. I tried to pull out just to see, just kind of double check what my braking point is. That's kind of what I normally do, as Sebastian Vettel is out of this race as well. Horrible race for Aston Martin over here, as he is retiring. And actually, I'm not really sure what he does over here, but he drives straight into the wall, actually. Knocks off his right rear, well, right front tyre and his front wing. Lap 5, we actually hit the bollard over there. But we are boxed in. We actually started on the mediums, because I kind of thought maybe we can do something towards the end of the race when we are fast on those softs. But here we are, we went to box in around lap 9, but lap 6 should be fine enough to box in on to the softs. We're actually in P8 because everyone is behind us. Of course, we have a pit lane right at the end. But this will probably, yeah, it's bad because we have to wait until every single car in the pit lane passes for us to get out. That 2.6 second pit stop was just not fast enough to be able to let us out in front of all of these cars. If it was like a 1.8 that I'm pretty sure I had like once or twice, we probably would have actually been able to get out in front of everyone and be in around P8 right now and not P20. But it is what it is as we resume racing once more on lap 7 on the softs behind Bottas and the Mercedes on the mediums. Pretty much everyone is on the mediums right now. Maybe a couple people in front are still on the softs who need to box in. So I guess we're going to see where we kind of end up after everyone else pits in who has to pit in this race. As here they come on lap 8, we move up to P15. It's not really too many people over there, only just a couple of people who actually didn't pit under the safety car, our teammate being one of them, as we look for a move on Esteban Ocon into turn 2 over here, make it work up to P14. These soft tyres, even though that our car is just not fast enough, the soft tyres just make that much of a difference that we can actually make it work and actually pull off moves on cars that we wouldn't have been able to pull off moves on before. As we go down, are we going to be able to make a move on George Russell over here? Not really the best camera move over here, but here we can see around the outside, then we get the inside corner over there and move up to P13, followed Bottas through over there and got past the Alfa Romeo of George Russell. On lap 9, the DRS, I'm pretty sure, is activated for the first time this race because we got the safety car up until like lap 9 or lap 7 as we actually dive down the inside of Bottas. I'm really feeling comfortable on these soft tyres. On the mediums, I just felt absolutely horrible, just no grip and no acceleration out of the corners. But on these soft tyres, as you can see, I can actually race cars, have some fun. Mazepin over here in P11, I'm pretty sure he actually pitted in, or maybe not. But we move up to P11 and we actually defend from Valtteri Bottas over them in Mercedes as well. So that is good, some good stuff from us as we move on and try and fight Bottas over here, as he has actually come back from turn 1 into turn 3 over here. But the soft tyres means that, and the inside means that we take that P11 cement into place. As further along on lap 10 over here, we actually pull off a sneaky move over here, actually let Bottas past to get the DRS over here, but I didn't really calculate this through. The Mercedes is still a faster car in the straights, in the corners, even with those medium tyres compared to my softs. So I decide not to overtake him over here. I probably could have gone around the outside and taken the inside corner into the next one, but I thought I'll get him down the main straight. It's a longer straight than it is over there, but as you can see, just not enough speed to actually catch up to him. But luckily for me, Bottas actually had some mechanical problems later, and as you can see, we actually catch up to him. We get to purple middle sector, 1.4 seconds off my personal best over there. And yeah, on lap 11, on lap 12 as well, Bottas just started having a mechanical problem over here. So that means we were actually able to catch up to him, as he was just moving a lot slower. Not in the corners, just in the straights. His top speed was lacking severely. I was at lap 13, the last lap of this race. Esteban Ocon overtakes me, but I kind of let him pass to get the DRS over here. But is it going to be the same thing that happened with Bottas, so we won't be able to overtake him over here? No, our Mercedes our Mercedes engine over here is actually good enough that we can get past the Renault, or the Alpine using the Renault engine over there, and get to P11. No points, but still a race that I can be proud of, with some good overtakes and moves in this race.
Well, today we've witnessed some great battles here in Sochi, and they've taken a fantastic win. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track.
So it's redemption day for Lando Norris, who takes the win from Leclerc in second and Max Verstappen in third place. Us and P11, as I said, no points, but still quite a good race filled with some fun overtakes. And hopefully we can score some points next time out in Singapore. In the driver standings, we are still P9, losing some points to Sainz, Leclerc and Yuki Tsunoda, catching up slowly. In the constructor standings, we lose ground to AlphaTauri and Aston Martin, or AlphaTauri mainly, who had a really good race over here. Alpine catching up slowly, but I guess let's see what we can do in the next race. For now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.